What's up there guys, it's Mac, hope you guys are well. This is my video for the Nintendo Switch top 10 games to buy this Christmas holiday season 2017. And guys, the first year of 2017 has been awesome for the Nintendo Switch. They have completely beefed up the library with all kinds of exclusive first party titles as well as exclusive and a lot of third party titles on the Nintendo Switch. So without further ado, this is my top 10 Nintendo Switch games to buy this Christmas 2017. Drop that intro guys. Guys, the first year of Nintendo Switch has been phenomenal. The amount of games that have come out for this system since the launch has just been unbelievable. So I've got a lot of games to go through as well as honorable mentions towards the end of the video. So just do stay tuned for the entire video and you will get to see a bunch of games that I think will be awesome to play for this holiday season. And if you've got Nintendo Switch and you're looking to buy new games or you don't know what to buy for a family member or friend, this is a great video to watch if you want to get a present for this Christmas and you want to get someone a Nintendo Switch game. So first of all, at number 10 we have Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. This is a great game to buy if you're one of those people that prefer the retro gaming style of 8-bit style graphics. It's been around for a while, but this Shovel Knight is a treasure trove, so it comes with 3 story modes. You've got the other 3 knights as a additional. So you've got Shovel Knight as a normal gameplay, but you've also got things like Shovel Knight Plague of Shadows, his adventure. You've got Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment, and you've also got Shovel Knight King Knight's Tale. So you've also got Shovel Knight King Knight's Campaign, which is coming soon in 2018. And you've also got Shovel Knight Battle Mode, which is also coming in 2018. So these are additional modes and additional game that's all free to download for the Nintendo Switch if you purchase this version. And it came to at least about, I think it was about £20 or something like that. So I think it was 20 or £25 when I bought it. So definitely a good collection to buy. And you could have heaps and heaps of fun. I took this over to my friend's house, took it over to my family member's house, and we were playing it, 2 players. It's heaps of fun, it's crazy, it's difficult, very hard platformer game. It keeps it very challenging, so you'll have heaps and heaps of fun. So do definitely check that one out. At number 9 we have ARMS. Now this is a Nintendo Switch exclusive and it's a heaps and heaps of fun. Me and my cousin actually played this at the launch event and it was heaps and heaps of fun. The actual mechanic of actually punching, physically punching and getting the supers was awesome. You can play up to 4-player multiplayer in one battle scramble mode. You can play with teams. You've got awesome sort of mini game options as well. You can play basketball. There's a lot of like you can shoot the targets and the mechanic of this is great. And Nintendo Switch, they're doing good with the exclusive again because this is an exclusive and it's a new IP. So Nintendo, they're doing good with that. So keep that up. And if you're looking for a party game, this is a good game to bring to the Nintendo Switch library this Christmas holidays. Okay, next up we have Super Bomberman R. This is obviously a Konami release. Yes, Konami have come back to the gaming world and they brought a really good reprisal of an old classic Bomberman. Obviously it's the same sort of game style, but what this brings is the 8-player co-op local play. Nintendo are awesome at keeping the local co-op games going, and I've had heaps and heaps of fun playing this with family and friends in the same room with 8 Joy-Cons. It's heaps of fun. Everyone goes crazy and you don't actually die. If you die, you go to the sideline. You can come back into the game by basically just killing the guy within the game. So you can actually come back into the game, so you can constantly piggy bank off each other and you can keep the battle going for a long time. So definitely it's a good game. I love 8-player multiplayer games on the Switch and I wish they would make a lot more, but definitely this is one to pick up. It's an exclusive. It's Super Bomberman R. So Shovel Knight was at number 10. We had number 9 ARMS. We had Super Bomberman R for number 8. And at number 7 we have this little baby. It is called Puyo Puyo Tetris. And this game fantastic 4-player puzzle game. Me and my family, we played so much of the demo and it was awesome. The switch mode when it switches between Puyo Puyo and Tetris is just awesome. Tetris, everyone knows Tetris. Puyo Puyo, I don't know, but a lot of people would know that as well. It's an easier version of Tetris, so everyone can play it. Players that are casual gamers, but you can put this on and you have 4 players, local co-op. Beautiful bright colors on the when you put on docked mode. It's huge screen. It's fun. The puzzles that they have on here and the multiplayer sort of clash that they have is just so much more fun, and it keeps everyone on their toes. And yeah, we've had so much fun playing this game. So definitely a really great puzzle game. You could bring the entire family onto this and everyone will enjoy it. Alright, at number 6 we have Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers. This game was an awesome remake of a classic from the 90s, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You can't go wrong with that. You know I love Street Fighter, but this one had to come at number 6. It couldn't be any higher because essentially it is a port of a 2008 version of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Remix, HD Remix. So they've taken that with the art style and they've improved it. They've put in the 16-bit style gameplay as well as the 16-bit style music. You can select it between the two. So it's awesome that they did that. And they introduced Violent Ken, which is an awesome new character to add to the franchise. Obviously he's been around since the SNK Capcom compilations, but it's good to see him on a Street Fighter game. And obviously with Ryu, with Evil Ryu, as you know, besides, I think it's awesome to have them both in the same game. And you've also got Akuma. Street Fighter, you can't go wrong. Heaps and heaps of fun, and I think Capcom did good bringing this to the updated version. And there's also a Switch exclusive as well. So if you're looking for exclusive Switch games that you can't buy anywhere else, this is one that definitely should be on your checklist for this holiday season. Okay, at number 5 we have a fantastic game. I've still not got a chance to do my review on it because I've been enjoying it so much and I completed it. I couldn't wait to bring it to the table. Oh, I've already showed you guys, haven't I? Anyway, pretend you guys didn't see it, yeah? What game is it? Sonic Mania. Oh my days. This game was so awesome. I bought the digital version on the Nintendo Switch. Obviously it's on all platforms and it's also a digital game only, so it's a shame, but I bought the limited edition box as well with all the goodies inside. You know, this is the true successor to Sonic 3. I don't care about that Sonic 4 garbage that came out on Android devices and iPhone, because it's just it wasn't good. This was a true successor. This was a true successor. It was a fan-made game, beautifully designed. It's got classic stages, it's got new stages, it's got beautiful music, and I just had heaps and heaps of fun. I still got to do a review on this, guys. I just haven't had the chance because I've had so many videos to push out this holiday season. It's just been crazy. So when I do get a chance, I will do that review on this game because there's just too much good stuff to talk about. This was a true love letter to the fans. It had captured that element of the originals from the original trilogy of Sonic games from the Genesis / Mega Drive era, and I think they did well with this, and it just felt at home on the Nintendo Switch because it was a handheld. It looked beautiful on there, and obviously when it's docked it looked even better. Anyway, that's number 5, guys. What do we have at number 4? At number 4, we've got Astro Geo Deluxe. It's an eShop game. You can't buy it physical form, but it is a phenomenal party game. You can play up to 6 players. I wish they had more players, but I've played this with my family and friends, and it's been crazy every time we play it. The amount of arguments, the amount of competition, the amount of competitiveness that happens in this game is phenomenal. It's all about, basically, it's like Astro. If you played Asteroids before, it's similar to that. Essentially you have ships that you can pick, and you have a pilot inside the ship, and you got to shoot each other. And if you get super weapons, you get triple bullets as well, but the bullets are not consecutive. You got to shoot it and use it wisely, because if you shoot them all in one go and then you go up to the guy in front of you and you got no bullets left to shoot, and you don't let it recharge, you're gonna die, and everyone goes crazy. You get 2 chances as well. If you play the mode where you get team deathmatch, you can play up to 4 players, chaos mode. You can play chaos mode. You can play up to 4 players. You can play up to 6 players. You can play with 4 players clash mode. You can play 6 players clash mode. You can play teams. You can play all against all. And when you're playing against each other, when you take out the ship, you've also got the mode where you got to kill the pilot as well. So the pilot will jump out, and if you don't kill the pilot in time, they can revitalize their ship and they get back into the game. So there's always that back and forth element of it, and it's just heaps and heaps of fun. And the competitiveness that I've seen with all players across the board, I'm talking casual gamers that have hardly ever picked up a pad, they will pick this up. And this is why I rate it so highly above Sonic Mania and above a lot of physical games and stuff like that, and a lot of like AAA titles like ARMS and stuff. It's purely because of the fact that this 2D element can be so addictive to a lot of players, especially casual gamers as well. It's an enjoyable game to play on the Switch, a multiplayer game, a huge party game, and definitely I think you guys should be playing it this holiday season and this Christmas. When you guys and you guys should definitely be playing it on Christmas Day, because it's that good. You could bring everybody into it, and you're going to be causing all kinds of mayhem and arguments, but it will be worth it. Trust me, it's heaps and heaps of fun, and there's never been a dull moment when I put this game on. Everyone's enjoyed it, with the exception of some people trying to figure out the controls, but once you get into it, trust me, it's easy. Don't even worry about that. It's just heaps and heaps of fun. Okay, at number 3, we've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now this game, it was criminal for you guys to not have released this anywhere else other than the Wii U, but I'm so glad that Nintendo have done the smart move and put this over to the Nintendo Switch to open it up to the huge install base that they have for the Nintendo Switch currently. Obviously a lot of people picked this up as soon as it got released. This kept me going as well. I think it was an awesome time to have this early on in the year, and it was just heaps and heaps of fun. Every time I played this with family and friends, it's always been crazy. You've got 48 tracks open from the get-go. You've got all the characters unlocked, so there's nothing for you to download, so no difficulty in getting all of those tracks. So straight from the get-go, you can put it in and start all games and start partying with all the tracks. So it's always going to be competitive, it's always going to be fun, and there's no grinding involved in this, which I absolutely love. You know, it's just fun to plug and play straight away. And you've got additional characters like King Boo. He's one of my favorite characters to play with this game. I think it's a phenomenal Mario Kart game for the franchise as well. They've got the easy mode to allow new gamers to play. So I play with my nephews as well, and they struggle with obviously the tracks because they're a lot more crazier on this game. But with the auto turning option, they don't fall off the tracks, and they actually feel like that they're playing really competitively. So they actually give me a decent challenge now because they don't have to constantly fall off. But when you play with regular players that have played Mario Kart in the past, trust me, it's just hugely fun. It's very competitive, and it's a beautiful game. It looks so good. But definitely, guys, if you want to get the best version with all the downloads, this is the one to buy, and definitely it will be huge heaps of fun to play during the holiday season of this 2017. So do pick that up, guys. This is my number 3 on the Nintendo Switch top 10 games to buy this Christmas 2017. Alright guys, take a guess of the 2 games on Nintendo Switch top 2 for the holiday season to buy this year. It's obvious, right? There can only be 2, and it is obviously Super Mario Odyssey and Zelda Breath of the Wild. The only 2 that can be possibly on the top 2 games to buy this holiday Christmas. Which one's number 1? I'll get to that in a sec. But guys, the games that we have here, the caliber of these games is just phenomenal. The open plan in this game, the open worlds in this game. To be honest guys, either one of these can be your number 1, depending on the type of gamer that you are. You know, if you prefer puzzle games, more of a challenge sometimes, then this is probably the one for you. If you prefer a lot more cutesy, a lot more slightly open plan but a bit more easy, I would say, then this is probably the one to go for. But it's a Mario game, everyone knows about it, it's open to a lot more of the fan base. Zelda, definitely a huge following, but probably not as big as the Mario following, because obviously it's a Mario game, in there. Who doesn't like Mario? So this game was just awesome. I think a beautiful love letter to the classic Mario gamers and the fans. They had the 2D elements, they had the 3D elements. It was a true successor to Super Mario 64. One of my all-time favorite Mario games was Super Mario 64, and I think this one sort of took the biscuit, and I think this is now my all-time favorite Mario game of all time. I love the whole wedding story element with Bowser this time kidnapping Peach to get married, and not to, you know, basically just kidnapping in general. But this time it was about getting married. They had the whole white tux event, the whole wedding event, the bosses, the levels, the attention to detail, the graphics was beautiful. When you zoomed in on the actual bits of the stage, it looked so realistic, especially on the big TV. To play this on docked mode, it was phenomenal. And the whole new Cappy style was just fantastic to play. Guys, I did a whole review on this alone. Trust me, it's a beautiful game. I absolutely loved it. I can't say enough good things about this game. It's that good. You definitely have to own this game if you have a Nintendo Switch. And if you haven't picked up a Nintendo Switch yet, and you're looking to pick up some games for the Nintendo Switch, and while you're picking up the console, definitely check out these two games, because you know they're basically staples in this Switch library. I think Zelda was a lot more immersive. The amount of puzzles that I had to play with, I completed this within the first 6 months. It took me, I think I put over 85 hours in this game, the longest I've ever put into a game in a long time. It was just amazing to play. I was fully immersed into the world of Zelda, and the beautiful graphics, the beautiful artwork, the story mode, the open world aspect of it, exploring the entire world was just amazing. They've also got DLC available that have just recently been released as well. So if you want to breathe new life into this game, definitely you can pick that up as well. This game is still in the normal price region. I mean, you're still looking at like 40-ish pounds for either one of these games still. But this one is definitely a brilliant game. You can't go wrong with a Zelda game, but they basically took it to a whole new level. It was hugely open plan, and I just had so much fun. The initial 6 months of the console's lifespan when I first bought it was such a brilliant idea for Nintendo to put this out as the launch game, because it kept you busy, man. I mean, there wasn't much to play in the opening stages of the console, the launch time, but this alone kept me going for the first initial 6 months until Mario Kart came out in the springtime. But this was just an awesome game to play on your own, on the TV, on the handheld mode, and it just kept me going for the initial 6 months of the initial lifespan of the console. Just heaps of fun. I completed all the temples, got the main boss complete, unlocked all of the sort of memories and stuff, and it was just beautiful to play. I love the fact that you can go anywhere on the map. You can find a place and you can fly over to it and you could explore it straight away. In this game, it was a lot more, slightly smaller map. You can sort of see where you're going, and it was still huge, but definitely not as huge as this map. Obviously in Zelda, but I just think either one of these games could be your number one, depending on the type of gamer you are. I personally found that I love the puzzle elements of this, and it was a lot more challenging compared to Super Mario. It was a slightly more easier. It took me a lot less time to complete this game, but obviously there's a ton more moons to pick up. There's a lot more to explore, so this has so much replay value. So there's always more to collect in this game, and there's always more to revisit wise. But overall, this one took me a lot longer to explore because it was just that much of a huge map, and I absolutely loved every minute of it. So which one is my number one, and which one came number two, and which one came number one for the Nintendo Switch games to buy this holiday season? It's actually crazy, but even I didn't even think this year, because I just thought it's going to be Mario, but actually it is Zelda Breath of the Wild. That is my number one game, guys. You know, definitely the one to buy for this holiday season. If you have got a Switch, a lot of people are buying the Switch exclusively just to play this game. That's how much of a game seller, a console seller this game is. But either one of these can be your number one, guys. Definitely it was a tight battle, but you know, number one and number two, Super Mario Odyssey. So do check those games out if you pick up the Nintendo Switch this holiday season. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate all of my subscribers, so thank you very much for that. And I will be doing a lot more videos for the Nintendo Switch for the holiday season. There will be a buyer's guide coming out shortly as well this week, so do check that out as well. Until next time, take care, guys. This is Mac. Peace out.